All right, Michael struggled with his command a little bit early on. Couldn't find his mechanics. Went an inning and 2/3. We brought in basically the whole bullpen. They did a really good job. Banks came in, saved the day with 3 innings. Lambert, he's still under evaluation. His ankle was bothering him a little bit, and you can tell right away as soon as he threw the first couple of pitches. You can tell. So we'll decide on that here as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to go check it out with James. Shaw did a really good job. He pitched an inning and a third. Came in a tough situation. Got the strikeout and was able to give us another clean inning. Bummer got the first 2 guys out and got to 2 strikes to Torkelson, and then left one out over the plate. And Torkelson's becoming that type of guy where if you leave one out over the plate, he can hurt you, and he did, and that ended up being the game winner. Ramsey and Santos closed it out for us, gave us a chance to win there. We had a little something going on there in the 9th inning, and grounded into a double play, and that was it. Overall, clean game, but didn't turn our way.
Obviously, Michael and Ethan are working between starts and stuff like that. Have you guys come up with an explanation as to why his struggles have been so consistent here, especially the second half?
No, you know what? His bullpens are good. His mechanics are good in the bullpen. Biomechanics are good. They're doing everything they can in between starts. It's about going out there now and executing. So he'll have his good innings, and then he'll have his bad ones. So they're gonna have to keep working. That's it. Keep working. He's definitely got the stuff to pitch here. We've seen it. There was a streak there early on in the year where he was one of the better pitchers in the game. When he's right, he's tough to beat. He's got to get right. We need him. We need him for this season, to finish strong, and we also need him for next year. Guys with that kind of stuff, you don't find, anywhere. You got to keep working.
Is there enough time over the last few weeks here for it to enough for him to?
It could be at any time. It's kind of like hitting, right? You're one swing away, you're one pitch away, you're one inning away from just feeling really good and gaining a lot of confidence. I mean, there's always time. Unless it's the last game of the year, there's no time, and then you can work on in the off season. But as long as you have an opportunity to go out there and compete, you have time.
Is it possible? Go ahead.
Final 5, Pedro, or do you maybe give him a mental health break?
We haven't discussed that yet. We really haven't discussed that. That's a good question. We haven't. We're not there. We'll sit with him tomorrow and see where he is, and but we haven't really discussed that yet.
Following up on Merck, maybe is it possible a reset into what his job is and what he does out there as far as starter, reliever, anything like that come up?
We haven't discussed relieving. I just like I was just telling Vinny, I'm like, you can't just find starters like that, with that kind of stuff that have proven that they can go deep in games and still get through an order 3 times. We have to do whatever it takes and exhaust every resource we can, to make sure that he stays a starter. A reliever that's down the road after everything has been exhausted, all our resources have been exhausted. We'll think about that right now at that time. But right now, we haven't discussed that at all. I mean, we need him to start.
It kind of seemed like he was in some discomfort a few times running. What's kind of deal with him?
He tweaked his knee on, I don't know if it was a double play or a ball that he hit in the 5-6 hole, and he was just barely out at first base when he stepped on the bag. He tweaked his knee there. I think it was like the 6th inning or so, and they put a brace on there, and he finished the game, with no problem. He's got a little discomfort, but he was able to finish the game.
Pedro, thanks, man.
Thank you.